every society, there are things that you can't say, you can't do, or you will face social ostracism. It just so happens that sex isn't one of those anymore in our society. And there's always some good stigmas, and there's some bad ones. So why do we think this is such a big deal? Why does God think this is such a big deal? That's the question. Because clearly he does. Jesus says you can go to hell for it. 8 times, all of the vice lists in the New Testament mention it, and most of them put it at the head of the list. Why? Well, sexual sin is seriously because sex is a precious gift. It's such a precious gift. It is the unity of body and soul, man and woman, formed as a complementary unit. This is bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. This is a rib from my side. Made the man for the woman and the woman for the man, that they fit together. They fit together in an organic, biological union. Only a man and a woman together in that biological union can produce life, can produce offspring. And this gift of sex is meant to be the consummation. You ever hear that word? The consummation of a relationship that is sharing the totality of ourselves, all of our intellect and all of our emotion, all of our relationship, everything that is spiritual at every level. And so it is only fitting that you would share everything physically, bodily. It's a precious gift. Which is why, when it's supposed to be the consummation of all of that, why sex has to be exclusive, why marriage has to be monogamous. Because you can't have that intimacy with but one person. And it's why sex and marriage are meant to be permanent. It's why sex and marriage are geared toward the orientation of children. Now, some people, by virtue of age or by virtue of biological problems that can't produce children, that happens. It's a great sadness. But for most people, the result of a one-flesh union will be children. Indeed, in Malachi 2:15, God says, and why did he make them one? It says, that they might produce godly offspring. See, marriage is this union of man and wife geared for the raising of children, that sex might be protected in this environment as something that is precious, that is permanent, that is exclusive. Sex is a precious gift. Sex is a powerful gift. That's why there's boundaries. That's why it's not just a free-for-all. Look, if you bought your 16-year-old a sports car, let me just say, if you did buy your 16-year-old a sports car, I would like to get you some offering envelopes. But if you bought your 16-year-old a sports car, you would surely sit down with him or her and give some instructions. You'd probably give a helmet even. And you'd explain, because there are laws that the state has about how old you must be before you can have this privilege, about training that you must undergo. And then when you get on the road, there are certain rules. The rules are there to protect you and to protect everyone around you. And so when you're driving this sports car through Colorado, twisting around mountains, and you see a guardrail, you don't curse the guardrails. I hate guardrails. I love cliffs. I love to go over cliffs. You're an adrenaline junkie, maybe. No, you think, that's a good idea, so that if I spin out, I just crash there and I don't plummet over the edge. You are thankful for the safety, for the boundaries that give you the freedom to exercise your ability. And so it is with sex. There is such power to it. Listen, God is not trying to make you miserable with his protective boundaries regarding sex. He's not.